Hello there, Dr. Lawrence W. Moore here of the Wayfarer Project. I have some interesting news today and an update. Over the weekend, I was just kind of like looking at some Pure Data stuff and looking at some packages and stuff, and I noticed that Lnux has released a new release. And so it's dated October 21st, 2023. And I actually discovered it on that Sunday, October 22nd. And I knew I should make a video pretty soon on it because originally I was going to continue the Exploring Multimedia Art series with PD, vanilla, and maybe some per data if I wanted to use some of the data structures from Lnux. Because I was having trouble getting Lnux to work on Linux Mint and actually even other distributions that I had tried in my whole process of converting to Linux. And it was like looking for a dependency that actually was there. And well, anyway, for Linux people, it was just providing me with some difficulties. And it's named, its name means Linux Laptop Orchestra. So I was like, wow. So I was like, gonna move on with other things, but I had to change that theme back because Lnux is back, and I was able to install both the Flatpak as well as the Ubuntu system package. And so for those of you using Linux, time to check this out if you're into PD and if you're into using data structures. Lnux has a better, well, we'll say smoother and I think more powerful data structure system for making 2D visuals and animations and things like that. And we did plenty of that in the first series of Exploring Multimedia Art with Lnux. Series 2 is coming in perhaps a day or two. I'm going to start it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see. The station behind me, this is the update portion of the video. The station behind me is about ready to go. I'm still just testing a few things, trying to make sure there's no latency or anything like that. But basically, it's a place where I could do live streams and use analog synthesizers, integrate it with software. I got space for my synths there, and so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. There's definitely a lot to be doing. And I just needed to make sure that everything's working finally now with the conversion to Linux. I've settled on Linux Mint 21.2 for sure. And yeah, I was just working out some latencies, and it looks like as of last night, I got rid of the audio latencies that I was having. And so let's take a little bit of a look here at Lnux. Now, this is not going to be a tour. All I wanted to do was just kind of load up some of the patches I made in Series 1 of Exploring Multimedia Art with Lnux and see that they work. And so I've done that, and I'll show you right now. First of all, for anyone that's new to Lnux, you'll have to excuse me one moment here as I pause to do the transition. Actually, I didn't need to do the pause. Still working some kinks out with the new way of doing things. So here we go. All right, so here we are at the Lnux page. I will put this link in the description. You can find it on puredata.info, the overall Pure Data community site. If you go to downloads and stuff, but you got to look down further in the list because PD and per data are listed over to the top, but I will leave this link in the description. Here's the website at Virginia Tech, and here we go. I'm zooming in. First zoom of this new setup on video. We have here, there's two packages for Ubuntu 20.04 and 22.04. The 22.04 is, it's a good version to be using right now because it's the latest long-term support version. But here you also have the Mac and the Windows version. Now, I had remembered from before when I was running Windows, I had to install the 32-bit application. it's not saying specifically 32-bit anymore, but let me see. If I click this and look at the download, what does it say? It says version and L2Ork full 2013. Yeah, the version number and the revision number. It doesn't say whether it's 32-bit or 64. Windows users, I'm no longer among you, but you can let me know in the comment section if the 64-bit version is out. We could also take a quick glance at the GitHub site, the GitHub repository, to see maybe it says there. I remember when I was on Windows, I even downloaded the source code and built it, and I was only able to build the 32-bit version. The 64-bit version had an error, and even though I installed all the dependencies, it was missing something. It wouldn't compile. But anyway, now I'm on Linux. Yeah, this 22.04 package worked out great, and there is also, did I leave it up? It is in the FlatHub repository. Okay, here we are. I was going to go to this screen later, but yeah, it is on FlatHub. I installed the system package because actually the FlatHub package, I tried opening things from there, from the PD files themselves in documents. I went right-clicked and it's opened with, selected the application, and it just wouldn't open. But I downloaded the Ubuntu system package, and now that works. Other things presumably were working with the Flatpak, but for some reason that didn't work with me, just opening from the file itself. So I tried the system package and it works fine. So I'm going to continue with the system package, but I'll keep looking back at the Flatpak just to see how that advances. And I don't know if there's going to be more releases under the Flatpak in between releases of system packages, but we'll have to wait and see. But in any case, here we go. As you see, my audio reactive smiley is reacting. There is I guess a slight delay there. I have it on 128, I believe, is the buffer size. Let me look here. This was from episode 4 of Exploring Multimedia Art with L2Ork. You learn how to make this audio reactive smiley. There is a bit of a delay in it. It's on 64 block size delay. Let me try a 25 millisecond delay. Let's just see what that does. Then I need to apply. Okay. Yeah, that actually is a little quicker. Now, it is opening wider. I would have to calibrate it a little bit because the mouth is opening wider than, than it needs to for the level of sound coming in. Let me try the loud voice. So, might want to pull the headphones off a little bit. Ah! There we go. Yeah, the eyes do blink close and everything. So, hey, it's working out pretty good. So let me pause here a moment. I'm going to call up one of the other patches I made, see how that's working. Let's do a gem patch next. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm down here again with one of the gem examples I did. I think this was episode 8, I believe. Well, actually, file name should tell me right up here. Pull you over. Yeah, ... It's but then that expands too wide. Yeah, no, that's all right. Episode 7. Okay. And yeah, this is an audio reactive EQ. Ooh. Yeah, I was able to accentuate these two bands here. Yeah, that would be episode 7. Check it out. You can see how to make this and customize it for the different frequency ranges that you want to do. This was just for my voice as an example. All right, so cool beans. It looks like we've got a good old working PD Lork again. And I guess for Mac and Windows users, it didn't really change. Other than hopefully the Windows version now has, I want to show you one thing. In Windows, it was doing this for me in the series. Now, I don't know if it's a Windows thing or if it was doing it for the Mac users as well as Linux users. I don't know. But it was not, for example, if I make this PD subpatch, we'll just say, and then in the subpatch I put a toggle, and then I go to the canvas properties, which, oh, they're at the top. I could have swore they were at the bottom. They are in regular PD. Graph on parent, we'll hide the name. Okay, and okay. And so we put this toggle here. Now, what was happening is in before, it would just be generic white like that in Windows, even if, not just for toggles, but it's also for sliders. But even if you went in and changed the background color of the toggle or the sliders, like if you custom colored them, just pick any old color there. Okay. There, you see it's red. Now it's red here. It wasn't doing that, but that was in Windows. And I know some of my students had the same problem. They weren't getting the colors of all the graphic user interface objects showing up when graphing on parent. But it's doing it now. So I don't know if it's because I'm using Linux and that was an error only in the Windows, or if that's also been fixed. I don't know. Let me know if you guys, any Windows users out there, please try out the new version and let me know what happens. Okay, so I'm not going to save this, but then I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to open a PD vanilla patch that I've done, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, we're back here. And okay, so here's the granular. I've been souping up the granular synthesizer, the one I made in Learn Synthesis with Pure Data Series 2. The first 4 episodes, I made that. And then after that, I made a virtual tape looper. I kind of combined the two in here so that you can use granular synthesis and jump around to anywhere you want in here. Basically, what I did is use the Metro-based playback system of the virtual tape looper, and then put the Phasor-based granular windows on top of that. So it's like a hybrid. Now we're opening in PD Lork, and I see one thing is the knob's too big, but everything else seems to be fine, graphically speaking. Definitely you got to expect there to be some differences in visual appearance from PD Vanilla to PD Lork. So anyway, we're getting signal here. I'm going to record a little bit and see if that records. Oh, let's loop it. I'm not getting sound, but you know what? I want to check on something. I'm going to check on something here. One moment, please. Okay, this is what I was going to look for, and yeah, I could see why. For some reason, the output is not hooked up to my interface. And so I'm going to hook that up there. That's PD Lork's output. I don't think I left it play, so come on. So we won't hear sound right now. And of course, you guys won't hear sound unless I patch this in. Well, no, here's the monitor. coming around going into OBS, so you should hear it. All right, good. For some reason, Lnux output was not that record. I'm going to record a little bit and see if that record. I'm going to record a little bit and see if that. I'm going to record. Okay. See, we get the. We get that kind of stuff. But let me record something else here just to demo this better. Okay. Sorry, that was just for fun. Okay, so that was good. Basically, now the granular has like the same thing as the virtual tape looper, where basically I have a start and end point that I can set. Here's the end point. And then I could use this scrub bar to just go to just about anywhere in the playback. And yeah, and let's try this. So yeah, in series 2 of Learn Synthesis with Pure Data, I make both of them. The first 4 episodes of the granular, then I go into ring modulation, and then I think it's episodes 6, 7, and 8. My phone. Sorry, these episodes are going to be a little bit rough for right now. Getting used to it again. Okay, so yeah, this is an informal one. I'm going to leave that phone ring and just laying back here. This is just basically an announcement, and just to let you guys know that I will be continuing the Exploring Multimedia Art with L2Ork series. And just to let you know that this is another patch that I'll be showing you. Probably that'll be in one of the synthesis episodes with Pure Data. Just how I made this hybrid synthesizer that basically takes the virtual tape looper functions from the second half of Learn Synthesis with Pure Data Series 2 that I made, and combined it with the granular synthesis in Learn Synthesis with Pure Data 2 as well, but it was the first 4 episodes. So what I can do here is just to show you roughly what I'm talking about. Basically, it's using a monitor system here, a metro system here to kind of like play and loop through the recording. Over here is like the functions for when the loop's on or off and so forth, what it's going to do. So this is like from the virtual tape looper. And then I put these in the phasor driven panning window amplitude envelopes here and here out of phase with one another so it sounds smooth. And basically I added that to the signal. So basically it's like a combination of what I made in the first 4 episodes with the last few episodes. Alrighty, so anyway, I think I've done the announcement that I wanted to make today. At least you know going forward what I'll be doing. Some analog synthesis and more of the digital software and stuff, and more of the multimedia art. And it's going to be with L2Ork again. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and you all take care now.